Okay, welcome back to part 3 of the Eurorack LED project, and a fair bit of progress being made. So first off, I have found a cheap enclosure on eBay, but I think it'll fit the bill quite nicely. I can fit 3 of my small cards in along the bottom, and then there'll be another 2 under the cover here. I've also designed and made a power supply. I'm going to use AC power for this. So this power supply is designed to give me plus 15, minus 15, and also plus 12. I need plus 12 because there's a fair amount of heat going to be in this thing. So mounted on the back, we've got a mini fan. This is the power in, and then I'm using these aircraft style 2-pole connectors for the cables that will run off to the lights. So let's see how we're doing on power then. So if this is run to my old Irwin power supply here. I like this one. I break it out every now and then because it also has a low voltage AC supply. So let's just make sure that we are getting 16 volts on here. Turn it on. So yep, 16.1 volts AC. Okay, so we'll plug this little baby in. And we'll turn it on and hope we don't get any bangs. That's the fan that you're hearing, so that's working well on the 12 volt supply. And then on the outs here we have, let's have a look, we can get these on. You can, without you seeing, of course. Going well. I'm not the best pros to be using for this. Okay, plus 15. I'm going to push quite hard on these connectors. And minus 15. Okay, let's turn that fan off. The other thing we've done is on the actual driver board, I've swapped out the old power transistor that I put in. I did some tests running more than one light because I think I'd like to go up to 3 lights per channel, and this just wasn't really going to cut the mustard in terms of the amount of power that was being asked to run through it. So I've just found some generic power transistors in a TO220 package. These are, I think, tip 41s. So yep, swap that across. So let's plug in our power onto the board. If we can get it in. Okay. I've got a signal coming in on these from my signal generator. Let's just set that up. Okay, and obviously I need then to plug in the light. I've only got one channel active at the moment, so we'll just use this connector and plug it in. Okay, and let's switch on and see how we do. Okay, so that's our base current. Fan is good. And let's put the modulation on now. Nothing. Okay, let me do a little bit of investigation and I'll bring you back when I've found out what's going on. Okay, panic over. I just had my CV connection the wrong way round, so it was driving to negative rather than positive. So let's switch it on now. And let's switch the modulation on. And there we go. So good progress. So next steps are to obviously make 3 more of these boards up. A fair bit of wiring to do in here from this power distribution board down. I've then got to sort something out on the front cover here. I've also done a couple of experiments using just audio rather than CV into this, and it's fine if the audio is a good strong signal, but I might need to think of some way of having a potentiometer on the front for at least a couple of the channels, maybe all 4, so that we can trim audio on the fly rather than just setting it up for Eurorack CV levels. So that's a little bit more to be done on that. And then I think the last thing to do will be to look at how we can get these organised in such a way that we can make a nice enclosure where we have 3 of them running at the same time. And also then to have a look at how much power that generates and how we're doing for cooling in here. The -15 rail is going to run quite cool, because all it's really going to be doing is running the op amp. The +12 is going to be just fixed because that's just for the fan, but the +15 is going to be doing all of the work really. So yeah, we might need to do that. And I've also ordered, rather than using a big AC power supply like this, I've ordered a 2 amp, I think it's 2.5 amp, maybe 16 volt AC power supply to run the unit. So I'll get on with all of those and I'll bring you back when there's more to report, but good progress made. Thanks for watching.